I'm back. The game froze, so I've got an 8-minute video to upload, but it's the same content as what I'm doing now, so just gotta catch back up. So yeah, I'm gonna skip the movies around this time if it lets me, and then go from there. Hopefully it does, because the movies are long as shit in this game. Blah blah blah, father.
I'm sorry.
They're dead.
It must have been.
God, I didn't. He.
Now.
This is how I have conversations at work sometimes.
You know, let's the.
Well, so.
It. It's what I. The jet. What? Let. What do you.
Alright, now I should be back up to the movie.
Best you can do. Lost your win. Lola. Well landed. You. Each other there. Stop them. Ow. Gone weak at their knees, have you? Your end. Christ!
Okay, that was not a great fight. Oh, this doesn't seem like a great idea.
Watch the step, my dear.
What the hell are you
Careful,
doing?
you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Yes, but he invited me in, so it shouldn't be counted as a private area.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Ding dong.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Wow, this is a classy priest.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
I think he's gonna cop an arrow through the neck. Assassinated.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh.
Yep, super classy priest.
What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
So the bakery lady, the lady of the castle, and this lady. Everyone in the kingdom, probably.
Jesus.
Was that sheep?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Lol, going priest to people while he's hungover as shit.
In my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it?
Lol.
Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you
Everyone's
want me to
gonna
preach at
love
them
him.
from the pulpit. Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters.
I don't think he cares about his priesthood that much if he's doing what he's
Stop
doing.
gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Oh, very reliable priest.
Well, all right.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll...
Christ almighty.
Wonderful.
The super hungover double team go and give a sermon. like any of those perks. Well, they did a good job of making the world look sharper when you're hungover.
What's the matter with you? We have to start.
This is gonna go super well.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pole.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'd throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
Either could your wife.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague,
To bang all of the little villages,
where by the
apparently.
grace of God was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
I wonder if I have to try and remember what actually happened.
Curious which one of them will puke first.
Brothers and sisters in Christ, I would like to talk to you about our Holy Mother Church and what iniquities it's declining into.
That whelp wants to preach about the church.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God.
He's right.
It is the corruption, the accursed. When dogs are fighting over a bone, they show no mercy. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you...
For shame.
It is the custom of the glut. Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine... He, whose companions were poor...
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
Get drunk.
No, brothers and sisters, for there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is...
He's right.
Enough about... What is... And what about... They played dog... Look to your
I
conscience.
don't care about this sermon.
We're fortunate to have our...
God see, blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock.
Aye! Oh!
That is all I heard in Prague.
That seemed to go alright. No one stabbed me, so that's cool.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
All the drunkenness.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a silver tongue.
I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague.
Just a silver tongue, eh?
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. But I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
Get
So
the
gluttony.
information.
And fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out?
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too.
That guy that was dead.
Trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pious. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Definitely.
There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Now we'll spend the rest of the day sleeping behind his desk.
Careful.
Bloody hate it how it unequips all my stuff. Silly priest. Might as well go this way to unlock a bit more of the map.
Ambush! Good people at Am! Have you lost your mind? Bring it on! Hey! Well, lad. What have we got here? Entertainment? Great. What the hell? Hey!
Well, that was an interesting hold-up. It's pretty easy.
Hell for me.
My respects to you, sir.
What's
Like that. Oh, now I think the local herb. And that's whenever.
Alright, now gotta find where this guy lives. Lockpick all the things. Where's this little bitch?
Jesus Christ, people.
I'm looking for a fellow called Reek.
You mean Enoch? He's the tanner, son.
Any idea where I could...
I don't know. Try at his folks' house.
Why do they call...
He's a tanner in...
True enough.
Well, Enoch's Nate.
So you know this Hinnock?
Not much, I confess.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners.
Don't tell me there's not a single...
He's been seen around...
What's going on out there?
What are you gaping at? Have you paid? No? Then get lost.
I heard you've been seeing Hinnock, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
I'm glad to hear it.
The baths are for paying
Some
guests.
folk don't care for
I
it.
can imagine.
Ooh, naughty people.
So what...
Maybe later, sweetheart.
Ask away.
When did you last see...
A few days ago.
And that was on you?
I never saw him drink much.
So he was acting strangely?
He was strange. I had the feeling...
Can you remember any...
Hey, you there.
Oh,
Are you going to
I'm
hang
not
around
sure.
here gaping like a
He
stuffed
went
squirrel all
by,
day and night?
and then he was
If you can't
talking
pay
about
for
the...
a bath, clear off.
What did he say about...
Just that he had a pile of it hidden.
I see. What did he say?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave.
Hey, you
Did he
there.
tell you...
Are you
He
going to
said
hang
he
around
buried
here
it at his
gaping like a
father's
stuffed
small
squirrel all
holding
day
in the
and night?
western corner.
All right,
If you can't pay
thanks.
for a bath, clear off.
Did you go there? Yeah.
Alright, go find Ricky's stuff.
What are you staring at? The baths are for paying guests, not idlers with nothing better to do.
Look where you're going. That's something.
Off into the small holding, apparently. That's a nice little archery range, got some rocks and stuff to shoot over. What if I keep running if I'll pass out?
Hey, who's there?
You must have hidden it pretty well. There it is. Might need his armor for something. That was weird, couldn't jump out a little hole. I got your shit, Tanner boy.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for a...
Shit.
Ah.
I don't know.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes?
Hynek shows up at home once in a blue moon.
Listen, your son's in seal.
Are you threatening me?
Believe what you like.
Fuck it. I'm not gonna take a beat.
So?
There's not much I can do for you anyway.
Where did he go?
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me.
Well, it's not much to go on. Don't you have any clue?
I really don't know nothing about.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning.
He had money because he sold...
I suppose.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now.
Alright, I'll ask. What more do you... I know he didn't talk to you.
Oh boy.
How much time...
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours.
So he probably went through thick wood.
I reckon. What do I know?
Gonna go hunting for a boy.
I want a friend.
I don't.
No one cares, innkeeper. I will break your legs.
This is...
Fine. See? No. Whenever.
How... And... Thank you.
Oh, it's probably that mine shaft I was in earlier.